What is up? Matt Pratt here, and the next couple nights my work cut out for me. I have to turn my 240 SX street machine into a drift machine. The main difference is I have a limited slip rear differential in there, and you'll burn that up if you try drifting. So I have a friend of mine that came in clutch with a junkyard diff that I'm going to weld up, and I also have some steering components on the way that are going to help give me angle in this thing, because right now it has stock angle. I got invited out to a track rental where these guys rent out the track and they practice drifting. It's probably a great opportunity for me not to embarrass myself in front of hundreds of people. So yeah, I'm going to take this opportunity. It's just I don't have a lot of time to convert this car over. And on top of that, my wife is out of town, so it's me and the kids, which limits a lot of time that I have out in the shop. Anyways, we gotta get rolling. But first, hit that subscribe button. Feel free to share this video so you can keep up with me and all my cars. Well, enough talking, let's get to work. What is this? It's not Halloween yet. I don't need to see pumpkins. Is that a funny joke or what? Alright, so the drain plug has been pulled out. By the looks of it, it had a ton of metal in here. I don't know if that's normal or not. It's like a spare diff for drifting, so who cares? We're just going to run it. I don't care if it makes noise or whatever. So, but that was like the first thing I noticed. So, interesting. Alright, we have a open diff, and the first thing I can tell you is this thing stinks. Differential fluid is probably the worst smelling oil out there. Anyways, so open diff, you can see all the spider gears. We have to somehow weld it here, weld the gears together, and weld the other side. So that's going to be interesting, but whatever. We're going to figure it out and see what happens. Alright, next step, we got to clean the hell out of this so we can prep it to be welded. Alright, I have it nice and clean in there. Let me turn the light on for you. I mean, it looks like I still got a little bit of oil here and there. Don't have any brake cleaner. I might have some in my other garage. I might go check real quick. But I was just using like a body shop degreaser. It's like all I had. The can of brake clean that I had in here is like empty as hell. So, anyways, alright. Let me try to clean this up one more time, and then after that, we're going to get to welding on this thing. Sweet!
Alright, I just took a couple welds. We turned some light on here. And nothing's on fire. Everything looks good. I don't have too much slag floating around. Sounds like slag floating around. But I guess I'll just jam the welding wire like just everywhere I can in there and then roll it over. So but yeah, nothing's on fire, which is a good part. I'm not used to welding in a bucket of oil. Alright, let's keep this running. We have it all welded up, and I tell you what I won't do next time is weld without pants or socks on. Holy crap, I was dancing down here. Anyways, I just clobbed the weld in there where they mainly told you to. They told you to weld to the little housing in there, and then they told you to weld each gear together. Now, some pictures I've seen, these guys welded like crazy, and they put a plate in there. Then a couple guys said, you know, this is all you really need to do. So that's what I did. I hope it will hold. Of course, I'm going to take pictures of this and send it to my friends and leave it open tonight, like leave the housing off of it tonight and see what they tell me in the morning. Alright, this is all the energy I have tonight. It is almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I got to be up at 6 to get my kids ready and everything and go to work. So I'm going to leave the cover of this off. Maybe blow out some slag before I leave, but we will finish putting this back together and opening up some boxes tomorrow. See ya.
Alright, so I showed this to a couple friends and they said I'm not done, I need more welding in there. Let me turn the light on. A friend of mine actually says put a plate in here and just weld the hell out of it. So we're going to try to do that today. My car does not have that much horsepower. It has about 500 horsepower and I think that's good enough, but it's here, it's wide open, my welder's still set up, so we're going to try to weld a plate in there. Wish me luck. Alright, here's my plate. That's about what it's going to look like. And I was just told, weld the hell out of it in there. So, and then that should be good to go. Alright, let's get to work. And there we have it, fresh out of the oven, welded, plated diff. It's my first time ever doing something like this. I hope I did it right. So we got a bunch of slag in there, and the best thing to do is wash it out with some oil. That's like moving the Porsche out there. Anyways, we just gotta wash it out with some oil. We don't want none of this stuff in there because this stuff will get caught up in your ring gears and destroy your diff. So wash out with oil, and then this thing should be good to go. Alright, we got the wheels off. Time to find out what's in the boxes. Great. Alright, what we got here is some steering stuff. This is going to help my angle out a little bit. You can buy a $40 spacer kit, or you can spend $130 on this and you get some cool Heim joints. I don't know when the last time my tie rods were replaced, but it definitely has a ball joint style joint there, and I don't trust it. And you know, when that wheel is cocked out and you're going sideways, there's a lot of pressure on these tie rod ends. So I said screw it, I'm just going to upgrade it to these, and we'll see how we do. This was the cheapest kit I could find at $130 to give you all this stuff, including new tie rods. Some company called Circuit Spec R. Wish me luck. Ooh, trash. These on my razor blade. Project Mu rear brake pads. And this is a racing style brake pad that is guaranteed to make my e-brake hook up. Damn it, all this crap. Look at that. What a mess. Cool. Just looking at the wear and tear I got under here. Everything looks pretty good. Alright. I was wondering where all those bolts went. God damn, there's 3 of them in there. That is hilarious. Oh man, I don't know how to get them out. They're nice bolts too. I need those. I'm going to get a magnet in there. Kind of rubbing. Fender's not doing too bad. It's nicely coated in oil. If you want to know why it's coated in oil, watch my last video. The last time I worked on this car. Alright, Brookman is going to replace this whole tie rod end, right on there, with the new one. It's fancier, looks cool. Hopefully it performs like the way it should, because it doesn't make sense to me. Got that side on there, looks pretty good. It's got the spacer here to help with lowered cars, so you keep your steering tie rod angle more level. Since it's lowered, it's going to be jacked up in the air, so this is better for it. Hopefully it's sturdy. We'll find out. Probably snap that off this weekend. Let's hope not. Try to tackle these brakes while he's doing the other side. These are going to be pretty under there. I hope they're the right ones. They look pretty close. Guess we'll find out. So I never did these brakes before, and I took the entire caliper off the other side, and then I realized you just have to pull these pins. This is awesome. I actually just ran into a brake, a caliper like this in a newer car, and I thought it was so cool. And I just looked up front, and it's the same thing. So we're gonna throw back on the OG wheels, just because they're not so low of an offset. It gives me a little more room for turning, I think. So we're gonna run these just for this weekend, just so I don't tear my fenders up. Hopefully I don't tear my fenders up. Alright, this is how we're going to leave her tonight. I definitely didn't get as much as I wanted to get done tonight, but got enough done. I still have to install the diff and figure out what wheels I'm going to run. I have a couple extra sets of wheels at work that I'm going to bring with me and get tires. So I have to order tires, so I have to put the diff on, and so on. I thought you could get that cover off without taking the diff out, but you have to have an entire diff out to get that cover off. I didn't go to work today, pretty much, because one of my kids was sick and my wife was out of town, so I had to stay home. And I couldn't get sealant, gasket sealant, and I couldn't get gear oil for the thing, so I could put it all together and get it up in the air. So anyways, it's okay. It's 1 o'clock in the morning right now, so it would have taken me another 2 hours to put that diff in. So I'm going to try to do that tomorrow, along with the alignment, along with figuring out what wheels I'm going to run and so on. So I guess it's time to go to bed. See you tomorrow. And we're up early, trying to get to work early so I can knock out the stuff they want me to do, and then possibly I can punch out a little early and pull my car in the lift and work on it. I still have to get an alignment done. I still have to get my diff sealed up, filled up with oil, and installed. There's a couple extra things I have to do on the diff also, like I gotta burn out the old bushings and put in my solid bushings, and a couple things like that. So wish me luck. Really don't have much time. My buddies are renting out the track tomorrow, and that's what I got invited to. said I'm good to go, and I can go sneak my car into service, get on the lift, and finish up the rear diff. Luckily, I was able to get the alignment done. The mechanic was kind of slow. Benefit on my end. So yeah, it looks like we're down to the wire. Only got today to finish this car up, and then hopefully we can go play tomorrow. As you can see, the diff works. That's about the only good news I have. The bad news is I'm kind of risking it with the diff bushings. I'm going to hope that they last longer than a day. I didn't have a chance to burn them out and replace them with billet. And for some reason between now and last night, my plugs have fouled. Well, at least I hope it's my plugs. I'm missing like crazy at low end. I hope it's not a coil pack. I've called a few people. They said it's probably just plugs. The way I run my car with the size injectors that I have, there's a good chance that I should be fouling plugs more often. So I'm just gonna go with that and hope that's it. Change those at the track tomorrow. But anyways, this is a ton of footage. I'm gonna go back and edit this. You guys wish me luck tomorrow at the track, and then I'll be recording all that footage too for the first time I ever go drifting. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video, and feel free to check out some of the other videos I'm going to post at the end of this one. So I will see you guys later.